You're following a vehicle at a safe distance on a wet road. What should you do if another driver overtakes you and pulls into the safe gap you've allowed? A. Lash your headlights as a warning. B. Try to overtake safely as soon as you can. C. Drop back to regain a safe distance. D. Stay close to the other vehicle until it moves on. The correct answer is C. Drop back to regain a safe distance. What should you do immediately after joining a motorway? A. Try to overtake. B. Adjust your mirrors. C. Position your vehicle in the center lane. D. Keep in the left-hand lane. The correct answer is D. Keep in the left-hand lane. Where would you find a crawler lane on a motorway? A. On an uphill gradient. B. Before a service area. C. Before a junction. D. Across an exposed bridge. The correct answer is A. On an uphill gradient. When would you use the right-hand lane of a 3-lane dual carriageway? A. Only when you're overtaking. B. When you're overtaking or turning right. C. When you're driving fast. D. Only when you're turning right. The correct answer is B. When you're overtaking or turning right. You're driving along the left-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway. You see traffic is joining from a slip road ahead. What should you do to help maintain the traffic flow? A. Pace the other vehicles. B. Move to another lane. C. Maintain a steady speed. D. Switch on your hazard warning lights. The correct answer is B. Move to another lane. How should you react to drivers who appear to be inexperienced? A. Sound your horn to warn them of your presence. B. Be patient and prepare for them to react more slowly. C. Flash your headlights to indicate that it's safe for them to proceed. D. Overtake them as soon as possible. The correct answer is B. Be patient and prepare for them to react more slowly. You're turning left into a side road. What must you do if pedestrians are crossing the road at the junction? A. Wave them on. B. Sound your horn. C. Switch on your hazard warning lights. D. Wait for them to cross. The correct answer is D. Wait for them to cross. Which lane should you normally use on a 3-lane motorway? A. Left. B. Right. C. Center. D. Either the right or center. The correct answer is A. Left. What should you do before stopping to park on the side of the road? A. Sound the horn. B. Use the mirrors. C. Select a higher gear. D. Flash your headlights. The correct answer is B. Use the mirrors. What should you do if another vehicle is taking a long time to overtake you? A. Accelerate to allow sufficient room for it to move back to the left. B. Slow down and let it pass. C. Continue at a constant speed. D. Ignore the other vehicle. The correct answer is B. Slow down and let it pass. What's the routine for preparing to move off downhill? A. Engage the appropriate gear, apply the foot brake, release the parking brake, keeping the foot brake applied. B. Engage first gear, press the accelerator slightly, release the parking brake. C. Engage the appropriate gear, release the foot brake and parking brake together. D. Engage a high gear, ride the clutch until the correct speed has been reached. The correct answer is A. Engage the appropriate gear, apply the foot brake, release the parking brake, keeping the foot brake applied. You're driving on a motorway in daylight. What light should you use in misty or hazy conditions? A. Dipped headlights. B. Full beam headlights. C. Side and rear lights only. D. Hazard warning lights. The correct answer is A. Dipped headlights. You're driving in traffic at the speed limit for the road. What should you do if the driver behind is trying to overtake? A. Move closer to the car ahead so the driver behind has no room to overtake. B. Wave the driver behind to overtake when it's safe. C. Keep a steady course and allow the driver behind to overtake. D. Accelerate to get away from the driver behind. The correct answer is C. Keep a steady course and allow the driver behind to overtake. You're driving on the motorway in windy conditions. What should you do when you're passing high-sided vehicles? A. Increase your speed. B. Expect normal conditions. C. Drive along the left-hand edge of your lane. D. Prepare for a sudden gust as you pass. The correct answer is D. Prepare for a sudden gust as you pass. What should you do when you're driving on a motorway and you miss the exit that you wanted to take? A. Carefully reverse on the hard shoulder. B. Carry on to the next exit. C. Carefully reverse in the left-hand lane. D. Make a U-turn at the next gap in the central reservation. The correct answer is B. Carry on to the next exit. What would you expect to find at a motorway contraflow system? A. Temporary traffic lights. B. Lower speed limits. C. Wider lanes than normal. D. Speed humps. The correct answer is B. Lower speed limits. Your vehicle has broken down on a smart motorway. What should you do if you can't get it into an emergency refuge area? A. Switch on your hazard warning lights. B. Stop traffic behind and ask for help. C. Try to repair your vehicle quickly. D. Stand behind your vehicle to warn others. The correct answer is A. Switch on your hazard warning lights. You're planning to turn right onto a major road at a Y junction. Where should you position your vehicle in order to improve your view? A. Just left of the center line on the minor road. B. Close to the left-hand side of the minor road. C. Parallel to the center line on the minor road. D. At a right angle to the stop or give way lines. The correct answer is D. At a right angle to the stop or give way lines. You're following other vehicles in fog and you have your dipped headlights switched on. How else can you reduce the risk of being involved in a collision? A. Keep close to the vehicle in front and use their lights to guide you. B. Use your main beam instead of dip beam. C. Speed up to get away from vehicles behind. D. Reduce your speed and keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. The correct answer is D. Reduce your speed and keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. Your vehicle breaks down while you're driving on a two-way road. What's the minimum distance behind your vehicle you should place a warning triangle? A. 25 meters, 82 feet. B. 45 meters, 147 feet. C. 90 meters, 294 feet. D. 125 meters, 408 feet. The correct answer is B. 45 meters, 147 feet. You're on a smart motorway where the active traffic management, ATM, isn't in operation. When should you use the hard shoulder? A. To stop in an emergency. B. To leave the motorway. C. To stop when you're tired. D. To join the motorway. The correct answer is A. To stop in an emergency. What should you do when you're being followed by an ambulance showing a flashing blue beacon? A. Move over as soon as it's safe to do so. B. Accelerate hard to get away from it. C. Maintain your speed and course. D. Brake harshly and immediately stop in the road. The correct answer is A. Move over as soon as it's safe to do so. Apart from routine maintenance, when should you check your engine's oil level? A. Before a long journey. B. When the engine is hot. C. Early in the morning. D. Before carrying a passenger. The correct answer is A. Before a long journey. You're driving on a motorway. What must you do if you see this signal above every lane? A. Stop on the hard shoulder. B. Slow down and watch for further signals. C. Leave at the next exit. D. Stop and wait. The correct answer is D. Stop and wait. Apart from pedestrians, what should you be aware of at toucan crossings? A. Emergency vehicles emerging. B. Buses pulling out. C. Trams crossing in front. D. Cyclists riding across. The correct answer is D. Cyclists riding across. On a motorway, where would you see green reflective studs? A. Separating driving lanes. B. Between the hard shoulder and the carriageway. C. At slip road entrances and exits. D. Between the carriageway and the central reservation. The correct answer is C. At slip road entrances and exits. You're waiting at a pelican crossing. What should you do if pedestrians are halfway across when the lights change to green? A. Drive on as soon as your way is clear. B. Rev your engine to make them hurry. C. Flash your headlights in case they've not heard you. D. Wait for them to finish crossing. The correct answer is D. Wait for them to finish crossing. You're driving on a 3-lane motorway. There are red reflective road studs to your left and white ones to your right. Which lane are you using? A. The right-hand lane. B. The middle lane. C. The hard shoulder. D. The left-hand lane. The correct answer is D. The left-hand lane. You're driving a car fitted with automatic transmission. What should you do when you approach a very steep downhill gradient? A. Remain in a D drive and keep the speed in check with the foot brake. B. Slow down and use the gear selector to hold the car in a low gear. C. Slow down so that the automatic transmission changes down to a lower gear. D. Use the kick down to change the vehicle into a lower gear. The correct answer is B. Slow down and use the gear selector to hold the car in a low gear. Which road users can use a toucan crossing? A. Moped riders and cyclists. B. Horse riders and pedestrians. C. Cyclists and pedestrians. D. Horse riders and cyclists. The correct answer is C. Cyclists and pedestrians. When may you use hazard warning lights while you're driving? A. When you slow down suddenly on a motorway. B. When you slow down at a pedestrian crossing. C. When your direction indicators aren't working properly. D. When you need to warn oncoming traffic that you intend to stop. The correct answer is A. When you slow down suddenly on a motorway. Which light won't show to a driver at a puffing crossing? A. Flashing amber. B. Red. C. Steady amber. D. Green. The correct answer is A. Flashing amber. You're driving towards roadworks and you see this temporary speed limit sign. When must you comply with the sign? A. During the working day. B. At all times. C. When the lanes are narrow. D. During the hours of darkness. The correct answer is B. At all times. You're waiting at a level crossing. What should you do if the red warning lights continue to flash after a train has passed? A. Get out and investigate. B. Zigzag around the barriers. C. Continue to wait. D. Drive across carefully. The correct answer is C. Continue to wait. Your car is fitted with anti-lock brakes. What technique should you use to stop in an emergency? A. Brake normally and avoid turning the steering wheel. B. Press the brake pedal until you've stopped. C. Keep pushing and releasing the foot brake quickly to prevent skidding. D. Apply the parking brake to reduce the stopping distance. The correct answer is B. Press the brake pedal firmly until you've stopped. What should you do if your vehicle has a fire in the engine compartment? A. Remove the oil cap. B. Open the bonnet and put out the flames. C. Remove the coolant cap. D. Call the fire service. The correct answer is D. Call the fire service. What do zigzag lines at a pedestrian crossing mean? A. No parking at any time. B. Parking allowed only for a short time. C. Slow down to 20 miles per hour. D. Don't sound the horn. The correct answer is A. No parking at any time. You've just driven through flood water. How should you dry out the brakes? A. Stop and pump the brake pedal several times. B. Drive at a normal speed until the brakes work properly. C. Stop at the nearest garage and have the brakes looked at. D. Drive slowly and apply light pressure to the foot brake. The correct answer is D. Drive slowly and apply light pressure to the foot brake. You're driving at night. What does it mean if you see a pedestrian wearing reflective clothing and carrying a red light? A. You're approaching roadworks. B. You're approaching an organized walk. C. You're approaching a slow-moving vehicle. D. You're approaching an accident hotspot. The correct answer is B. You're approaching an organized walk. At what age does a passenger become responsible for fastening their own seat belt? A. 14 years old. B. 15 years old. C. L 6 years old. D. 18 years old. The correct answer is A. 14 years old. Who can accompany a candidate on their driving test? A. Anyone aged 16 or over. B. Only their driving instructor. C. No other person. D. Only a family member. The correct answer is A. Anyone aged 16 or over. Your pupil has just passed their first practical driving test. What will they have to do if they get 6 penalty points on their license within 2 years? A. Retake only the theory test. B. Retake the theory and practical tests. C. Retake only the practical test. D. Reapply for a full license immediately. The correct answer is B. Retake the theory and practical tests. Where would parking be likely to cause an obstruction? A. In a parking bay. B. In a lay-by. C. Where the curb is raised. D. Where the curb has been lowered for wheelchairs. The correct answer is D. Where the curb has been lowered for wheelchairs. What's the speed limit on a road that has streetlights but no speed limit repeater signs? A. 30 miles per hour. B. 40 miles per hour. C. 50 miles per hour. D. 60 miles per hour. The correct answer is A. 30 miles per hour. Your pupil is at the end of their driving test. With your pupil's permission, what does DVSA advise you to do? A. Request a personal written report. B. Keep out of sight to avoid distraction. C. Request a separate debrief. D. Listen to the debrief. The correct answer is D. Listen to the debrief. What must you do when you hitch a trailer to a towing vehicle? A. Fit a secondary coupling device. B. Grease the tow ball and hitch. C. Switch off the reversing sensor on the towing vehicle. D. Make sure you can see the trailer in the mirrors. The correct answer is A. Fit a secondary coupling device. What can happen if an instructor's expectations of a pupil are too high? A. The pupil will progress at their own rate. B. The pupil's learning is reinforced. C. The pupil's confidence can be damaged. D. The pupil's confidence will improve. The correct answer is C. The pupil's confidence can be damaged. You're about to drive home. What should you do if you feel very tired and have a severe headache? A. Wait until you feel fanned well before driving. B. Drive home after taking medicine for your headache. C. Drive home if you can stay awake for the journey. D. Wait for a short time, then drive home slowly. The correct answer is A. Wait until you feel fit and well before driving. What effect does alcohol have on your driving? A. It speeds up your reactions. B. It increases your awareness. C. It improves your coordination. D. It reduces your concentration. The correct answer is D. It reduces your concentration. You're teaching a maneuver that involves reversing in the road. What should you teach your pupil to do? A. Look to the rear over their right shoulder only. B. Scan all around, paying particular attention to the direction in which they are moving. C. Look to the rear over their left shoulder only. D. Look to the rear using only their mirrors. The correct answer is B. Scan all around, paying particular attention to the direction in which they are moving.